Squatting is already a huge problem, and it's going to get worse. We have a lot of situations in this country that we need to get a handle on. Squatting should be right up there at the top of the list. This affects everyone, regardless of your political views. So I have a petition I'd love you to sign. If you can contribute $1, anything you can contribute, I will have the links to the GoFundMe, also the petition for you to sign. I'm continuing to do interviews as much as I can to just bring awareness to this situation and maybe shed a little bit of light on something and give some information that maybe someone is needing. I created squatterhunters.com so that I can help you with your squatters. You can go onto that website and submit your squatter information. You can also send in the details of your squatter situation so that I can schedule a Zoom consult with you and hopefully help you get your squatters out. Here is an interview I did this morning with Fox Business.
Actually, a similar thing we're going to talk about now. It's a nightmare scenario because one handyman turned squatter hunter is warning that migrants may soon catch on to squatters' rights in blue cities. So for those at home who are wondering what squatters' rights mean, dictionary.com says it's, quote, a claim to real property that may be granted to a person who has openly possessed and continuously occupied it without legal authority for a prescribed period of years. Joining us now, United Handyman Association and SquatterHunters.com founder, Flash Shelton. Flash, it's great to have you on the program. And this is a really scary prospect that essentially people who are breaking the law have laws that protect them. What kind of world are we living in here?
Yeah, it's crazy. And, you know, I think it's important to say that regardless of where you sit politically or morally, this is affecting all of us.
Yeah, I mean, on that note, talk to us about how you see change coming. What are policies, the number one policy that you see that could change to help sort of ease the burden of these squatter rights, if you will?
I think that, you know, the most important thing is that we just need to criminalize squatting in residential maintained properties. The laws originally were undesignated land by government, and it's been ignored and kind of interpreted in a different way. I think if we criminalize, you know, no squatting in residential maintained properties, that's going to solve a lot of these issues, and send it to criminal court and let law enforcement act.
Why should I say I'm a property owner and squatters come into my property? I've got to take this to court. I've got to get a lawyer. It's a very long fight when you're dealing with a situation like this. It's costly, it's time consuming, it's stressful. Why should the good citizen that is living in the country and doing what they're supposed to do, why should they even have to deal with this at all?
You know, and the truth is they shouldn't. It's just there's no common sense in it at all. You should have more rights. Unfortunately, the homeowner and the landlord is not presumed the residents, and that's what causes this. So because a tenant is always presumed the resident, that's why they have more rights.
Flash Shelton, thank you so much for being here. And it's crazy to me because I think about this, how the police go there, they show a fake lease, and all of a sudden they have to go back to court and battle that aspect of it. They've learned all the tricks of the trade. And
from an economic perspective, does it really make you rethink about being a homeowner and renting out your apartment? That is sort of the economic angle. What do you do it? Is it worth it anymore?
This is just so stupid because even if you don't have a lease, even if you don't fake a lease, if you just go squat in somebody's house, they say you can't kick the people out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, if we can solve one problem in this country, can we not solve the problem if you don't own it, you don't get to live there? Like, let the police go in and pull them out of there. That's the problem.
On the renter issue, though, I would say there are certain parameters, right? When you're renting something out, you do credit checks, you try to look for income verification to sort of assess the tenant that is coming into play. The scarier stories to me are the ones where a house is left empty and people literally just seize it and go in there.
Yeah.
And the police can't pull them out. Like, the police say, we can't pull out. How can that happen? How can a city not let the police pull them out?
I know.
That is such a dumb law.
People like Alvin Bragg around.
Exactly.
What do you expect?
So go on, sign the petition, contribute if you can, and help me help you. Let's change these laws. Let's criminalize squatting. And let's get your squatters out. And let's take our homes back. This is Flash with Outside the Box. See you soon. Bye.